It's exciting. It's starting. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy, it started. There we go. Oh my God, everybody. Welcome to Around the Bag. What a big day. It's hump day around the world, otherwise known as Around the Bag Day. We're going to have a great time. We got some guests. We got Matt Iseman here, Teresa Strasser here, Erik Rivera. We're all going to answer some questions that I asked them. They're going to get some points, and I forgot to tell them earlier, the points go from -50 all the way up to 1 billion. You guys are in the comments section over there, everybody. Good to see you. Good to see you. Thanks for all being here. Going to have a good time. Introduce yourself to my guests and ask them whatever you want to ask. If you're lucky, I might throw your question up there and we'll ask them, and we might throw your chirp up there. It's going to be fantastic. We're going to have a great time. Let's bring them in, everybody. It's time to start the show. Erik Rivera, everybody. Erik Rivera, Teresa Strasser, and Matt Iseman. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Everybody, tell us about yourself. Let's start off with Erik. Erik, tell us all about you and your twisty fan.
How's it going? I've got a half-hour special right now on HBO called Super White. No offense, guys.
I love it.
I apologize.
I love it.
I've been quarantined for too long, and I'm glad to be here to get away from the kids.
Well, have a fantastic time. There's a chance that you might bring something home to your children tonight. Teresa Strasser, tell them all about you.
Sometimes I'm on TV, sometimes I'm on the radio, but the most notable thing about me is that I'm pretty sure I once dated Ian Bagg for a few weeks.
That must have been a long time ago. You've done much better for yourself. Yeah, congratulations. Matt, did we ever date? Tell them all about you.
No, we did not date, but I am super white. I don't have a half-hour special on HBO. I'm the host of American Ninja Warrior, and I have a new podcast called Factorious. It's a podcast game show. But I know Ian Bagg because we do we've done stand-up comedy together for about 20 years. And anytime you hang around Ian Bagg, you start talking like Ian Bagg.
I had no idea that's what I sounded like. That's crazy. Oh, my God. That's fantastic.
I'm known for my impressions.
I like the way Matt does an impression of me. Teresa tells me that she doesn't like me. And Erik says, I'm just happy to be here. Let's start on the show. We're going to start it out easy, guys. We're going to start it up easy. We're going to start with a question that's probably going to make you guys excited. This question's coming from the internet. The internet's talking all about this. There's a show called The Tiger King. And a lot of people are talking about it. I haven't seen it, but apparently this woman killed her husband, and she's also a bitch. Is this woman that is a murderer, is she actually a bitch? I know she killed her husband, but is she actually a bitch? Her name is Carole Baskin. Is Carole Baskin a bitch? Let's start out with Matt. Matt?
No, she's a reality TV star, Ian. She's a powerhouse here. And if she did kill her husband, she's gotten away with it, at least until this special came out. So she's a reality star and a genius.
I love it. You're smart. Calls her Honey Boo Boo right off the top. Teresa Strasser?
Yes, she clearly killed her first husband and fed him to the tigers. Sure, but part of me still enjoys Carole Baskin, and I think maybe I need to take a good hard look at myself. But I don't care how hard Carole Baskin breaks bad, I still kind of like her.
She's not a bitch. Erik, your chance, Erik.
I don't like that we're all saying she's guilty of this. First of all, she's resourceful. What if she was running out of food? She wants to feed the tigers organic. We don't know. And number two, we don't know what the argument was about, because it definitely. I've been married 10 years. There's those arguments. If I had a tiger, who knows?
I love it. Let's give some points away. I'm going to give 15 points to Matt for saying she's a reality star, Honey Boo Boo style. Teresa says I got to take a good look at myself. I might be a bitch. We'll give her 22 points for being that. Erik says you got to eat healthy. You always got to eat healthy. I like his answer right there. I'm going to give him 2,200 points. It's a big lead to start it off, but what the hell? It's a long game. Somebody else might win. You never know. Let's go to the next question, guys. This next question. Oh, my God. Let's go to Ty Burham first. Hello, friends. I like it.
Hello.
Very nice. Very, very nice. Guys, this question's pretty exciting. You're all in the television game. What television show failed that shouldn't have? What television show failed that shouldn't have? Let's start off with, we'll go with Erik. I know that was the answer, but we'll go with Erik. I love it.
I think Around the Bag should have given more credit. Wait, no, hold on. Wrong show.
I love it. I'm going to get 2,200 points for you right there, Erik. You're sticking with around the Bag. Teresa?
Well, I'm concerned because Erik is beating me by orders of magnitude.
Oh,
So I'm going to have to say the Ian Bagg team.
oh my God. You got to go inward and not look. You got to go inward if you want to check yourself out and figure out why you're losing. You're sucking up. 0 points for you. Let's go to Matt.
Listen, I could pander and throw out some Canadian stuff, Hockey Night in Canada, Bob and Doug, but I'm not. I'm going to go with Manimal, which was an awesome show in the 80s where a man could turn into any animal he wanted. And when you are going to, this was the best show ever, and it only lasted a season. How? I don't know. Bring it back.
I like all your answers, but I'm going to have to be honest with you. 0 points. It's BJ and the Bear. BJ and the Bear.
Of course.
It was about a truck driver that had a chimpanzee driving across the country delivering solid sausages, but that's not all. It's also solved murders. How did that fail?
And best of all, I don't pay property tax.
I love it. Truck drivers. Oh, yeah. That's what it was there. Guys, this is pretty important, pretty personal, too. Do you owe anybody money? Do you owe anybody money? Teresa does. She just looked behind her, so she owes somebody money. My God, let's start out with you. Matt, do you owe anybody money? Oh.
Quicken Loans. I have a mortgage. I owe them a lot of money.
Oh, my God.
Not that I'm not working right now or anything. Look at that kid's hair. That's
I love it.
amazing.
I'm going to bring it up. Teresa, your husband's very young. Very
Fuck yeah.
Your husband is very young and very
What did he just say?
Fuck yeah.
Oh man,
Just got canceled.
I'm going to be honest with you. She wanted to push around a man, and she finally did it. I loved it. I love it.
I needed somebody that, would let me wear the pants and, make all the big important financial decisions, what to eat for dinner.
I hate to interrupt, but we're supposed to be giving points around, but I'm concerned about how big your house is that your son has to wear neon not to get lost. That is very impressive. My goodness, if anybody's rich on this show, it's that girl right there. Erik, I don't even remember the question. Oh, yeah, who do you owe money to?
Student loans, Ian, and I'm not paying them back. With this lockdown, I've taught myself everything I need to know on Zoom.
I love it. We're going to be enjoying watching you move out of that house. That's fantastic. Teresa, who do you owe money?
That's a great question, Ian Bagg.
It is.
You owe me money for me helping you make TikTok.
That's true.
I like
This kid's winning the internet.
I love it. Your bill collector just showed up.
He's shaking me down.
He's like mini repo man.
I love it. Your husband's awesome. You owe him money. Let's give some points away. I'm going to give $5,200 to Matt for being honest. He's got a loan right there. Minus 50 for Erik because he's not paying his money back. Teresa's got her bill collector there, so I'll give her 7,500 points. That way they think there's money to be collected, but there really isn't. That's fantastic. Let's continue on. By the way, guys, I got to stop right now. I got to bring it up. We are sponsored. And I got to bring up our first sponsor. Our first sponsor is the ocean. The ocean! It's what's in front of land. The ocean. Proud sponsor of Around the Bag. Let's continue on.
Ian, I'm really enjoying your show, and I'm stone cold sober.
Oh, I thought you were just going to stop at stoned. Let's come on. Let's go on. Oh, guys, this is exciting. When I go to the bank, I use a pen. I just use some random pen. I've been doing it for years. But suddenly this thing came in and everybody started dying. And I think it's time to stop using public pens. Do you guys agree with me? Public pens! Is it time to ban them? Let's start with Teresa.
First of all, I don't know if I speak for all Jews, but I haven't been using public pens in a very, very long time. I don't drink out of anyone's cup. I don't use your pens. And when I open the door, I'm going to use my shirt to open it.
Oh, I love it. I love it that you just brought religion into using pens. That was awesome. I love the way. According to the Jews, no pens were used.
My people are concerned about health and germs.
Oh, your people.
Ian, what sort of fancy banks are you going to where at the end of those chains there's actually still a pen? I haven't seen one in there when I go to my Bank of America. They're just people in there slicing their wrists open to use the blood to sign away their lives.
I'll say right now, Quicken Loans, they're not really a bank, Matt. That's your problem. Erik?
I hate to make you all feel old, but what's a bank? You know you can do it all from your phone, take a picture of the check and deposit it, right?
Zing.
Oh, my God. I love the guy that has student loans apparently just graduated. That is fantastic. Let's give some points away. 15% for Erik. Teresa, what should I give you? What number do the Jews like?
18.
18 for the Jews. Matt, I'm going to give you, what the hell? You got blood and stuff like that. 911. 911 for Matt. I love it. He's bleeding when he goes to his bank. Oh, my God. This is very exciting. A lot of people are excited about this. You know, people have been thinking since this lockdown. People have been thinking, maybe I wasn't named right. Not me, but they think about themselves. I don't have the right name. Guys, if you could name yourself, what would you have named yourself? Let's start out with Matt Iseman.
Okay, Ian, this is not a theoretical question. When I was, I think 9 years old, I told my mom I wanted to rename myself because there was nobody cool on TV named Matt. So I wanted to be named Stephen Jim James Austin. Steve Austin, the Bionic Man. Jim from Jim West and James Bond. I didn't know Jim and James were the same thing. So Stephen Jim James Austin is my new name.
I hate to tell you, I thought you were going to say Jim J. Bullock.
Too close for comfort, Ian.
That's fantastic that you were changing your name when you were a kid. My goodness. Let's start out. Go to Eric. I didn't start out. We'll continue on. Eric?
Oh, we've been in this lockdown so long. I think I'm going to legally change my name to what my wife's been calling me. Hey, get over here.
Hey, get over here. Oh, my God. He's in trouble right now. Teresa, if you could have named yourself something else, what would it be?
I have so many thoughts on this, Ian. Okay,
I just need one.
Okay. As I just mentioned, I am of the Jewish persuasion. Why did my parents name me Teresa? That is literally the most Catholic name. There are 6 Catholic saints named Teresa. There's Mother Teresa.
Can I interrupt you? Somebody just came through your back door with a flashlight. Okay, just check it. Oh my God.
Grounds. He was wandering the grounds, Ian. I haven't seen him for weeks.
The grounds.
My house is so big. I just let the children free range, and they roam.
Oh my God.
Can you not do that, love? Sure. So my Hebrew school teacher was so confused because she'd never met a Jewish Teresa. She just started calling me Rachel.
Rachel. I like that.
I answered to it.
I love it. She would have named herself Rachel. I don't know. Is that why would she call you Rachel? Is Rachel Jewish, or is it just one girl from Friends?
It's a very Jewish name, but when I was 10, I wanted to be named Andy with an I.
Andy with an I. Good thing you didn't get that. It's a little slutty. Hate to say it in front of the boys. Andy with the I is a little slutty. Let's give some points away. 69 for Teresa for not being slutty. Matt, 5,200 just cuz. Eric, 175,000. Oh, fantastic. I love these points. Guys, this is a very serious question. The other ones haven't been. Should everybody do military time? Should everybody have to do military time? I like this. Teresa, is this a family or a cult? That's interesting right there. As they just keep coming in with flashlights. Should everybody have to do military time? Let's start out with Eric.
I'm going to say no, Ian. I've been doing comedy for 15 years. My hands are moisturized. You don't want me holding any kind of weapon. And I'm not going to lie. I will give up secrets if caught.
I love it. Matt?
Yes. I think everybody should be able to drive a tank. I would love to have a tank right now because no quarantine is stopping a man in a tank.
I hate to tell you, not everybody in the military can drive a tank. There's a couple guys that can't do shit in there. Anyways, you're not supposed to talk about the military about that. Teresa?
I get up early. I love a chain of command. I love structure. And I've always thought I'd be either a good sniper or a spy. So, yes.
I love it. Good answer, Rachel. Let's give some points away. Matt, 52. Eric, 16. Teresa, 84. I like it. Continue on. Keep it tight. That's what I always say. Keep it tight. What's the best advice? Oh, I just had a seizure in the middle of that. Hey, guys. What's the best advice anybody's ever given you? What's the best advice anybody has ever given you? Mine was, you should just try. Anyways, what's the best advice you've been given to? Matt?
So I'm going to name drop here. I was on the Apprentice with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and at one point I heard him, "Whatever you do, don't be an asshole." And I thought, that's really good advice. And maybe it was just because it was from my idol Arnold. And can I say Arnold Schwarzenegger again?
Yeah.
Don't be an asshole, kids.
Don't be an asshole. What were you doing? Were you guys like doing something?
I was being an asshole.
Were you being an asshole?
You know what I was doing? I was doing an impression of Arnold to Arnold because don't be an asshole.
No, that's hysterical.
I can't stop. I didn't take the advice.
I always knew impressionists were assholes. Anyways, Eric?
On my wedding day, my father gave me the best advice. He said, keep your head down and your mouth shut. You're going to be all right.
Good. Hey, Teresa?
I have not prepared them for this. Okay, you open with your silver and you close with your
Gold.
Oh my goodness. I hate to say it, but it's interesting that the Jewish kids knew the silver and gold. I know I probably Hey, you brought it up. I didn't bring it up.
I
It
thought
was
Burl and
awesome.
Ives had that song. Silver and gold.
Is this a show or a hate crime?
This is a show about hate crime. Let's continue on. By the way, speaking of hate, Rick Farrell just takes Matt down. Let me guess, Matt has a podcast. He's got all the equipment there. He just takes them down. I'm supposed to leave these up longer. Let me guess, Matt has a podcast.
Rick has an awesome mustache, man.
Yeah.
Look at that
Let me
bald
guess,
buster.
Rick doesn't have a razor. That's what I'm going to say right there. I'm going to give points away. 1,500 points for Eric, 7 points for Matt being an asshole. Teresa, gold is $157.92 an ounce, $157.92. And I guarantee you, those kids will tell me that's not the right price. Anyways, let's continue on. Oh, my God. What will you never lend again after this? What will you never lend somebody again after this whole lockdown's over? I was going to say a pen, but I brought it up earlier, so I'm wrong. Who shall I go with? The lady that has 3 heads, Matt, who has a podcast, or Eric, who has a fan? Who will I go with? Teresa!
I would like to cede my time to hear more about Matt's podcast.
Oh, Matt, would you like to tell them about your podcast?
My podcast is Factorious. It's the trivia show that everybody can play. Available wherever you get your podcast every Trivia Tuesday.
I love it, Eric.
You're fucking nuts.
I refuse to answer this question, Ian. I feel like you're working for the government and you're trying to get a sense of what I own over here so that I can pay back my student loans.
I love it.
The
You
one
guys
thing
all took me down.
I was going to say
Sorry,
I wasn't going to load my penis just to try to make the kids laugh.
Don't let you.
They laughed! Nailed it.
By the way, I'm pretty sure I heard one of the questions say, "What kind of fucking question was that?" That's what I'm pretty sure I heard the kids say. Minus 50 for Teresa and her filthy little kids. Matt putting out there is a podcast, 52 points for him. Eric doesn't want to get involved, so he gets 0. By the way, it's time to bring up one of our sponsors right now. We've seen one already tonight, but we're going to bring this up. This chair right here. That's my dog. Our show is brought to you by Chairs. Chairs. Without it, my dog wouldn't have someplace to sleep. Chairs, proud sponsor of Around the Bag. Let's continue on. How many pairs of sneakers do you have? I just found out who's rich after this question. How many pairs of sneakers do you own? Matt?
I think I've got 7 pairs of sneakers, and 6 of them are Air Jordans that I won't wear because they're my prized possessions.
Sounds like Podcast Tuesday's making some money. Eric?
I own 15 pairs of sneakers.
15 pairs?
15 pairs. I got house sneakers. I've got show sneakers.
Oh, hello, Eric. I'm from the government. It's time to pay your student loans. Anyway, let's move
do
on.
it.
Teresa?
The coolest sneaker I own must be described. It is from WNBA player Brittany Griner, and it is a men's size 17. I interviewed her. She's 6'7". She's the first woman to dunk twice in a game, and I have one of her shoes.
I'll go get it.
Go get it, kid. I don't know who you are, but go get that huge shoe. Put your brother in it.
He was just wandering.
I love it. I said, how many pairs of sneakers do you own? You said, I have one from a monster. That is awesome. Great answer. By the way, Brittany, I apologize if you hear I called you a monster. I was just kidding there. We're just having a lot of fun. Jokes. Oh, my God. Another hate crime. I'm going to have to get some points away. Size 17. 17 for Teresa. 7 for Matt. 15 for Eric. That's right. You guys are all tricked into getting your own points there. Woo-hoo, woo-hoo. It's time for me to ask a question. Use my banner. My banner. I'm going to use my banner. What was the last thing you bought off of Amazon? What was the last thing you bought off of Amazon? Who should we start with? Hold on. Everybody put the brakes.
Wow.
Right. That's from a woman?
Yeah. She can dunk.
And what is it? What there's a. It looks like she.
Signed it.
See you on May 7th? 17th. Oh.
See you on May 17th.
Oh.
What's
this
going on
was-
May 17th?
That was her WNBA debut.
Oh, well, not anymore. Too bad. Too bad. May 17th, we're all going to be locked down. What was the question I asked, by the way? And before
What
that
did you order
huge-
on Amazon?
Oh yeah, what did you order on Amazon? That huge boot came flying through the door, and I got scared. My God, I own a size 10. I could wear those sideways. Anyways, what's the last thing you bought on Amazon, Eric?
I just bought hair clippers on Amazon because it's getting rough out here. It's getting high. Even though I want to put it on the resume, now I am 5'7".
You are. I feel like you have you used the hair clippers, because I feel if you have, you've got very short arms and you can't get the top.
I have not used them yet on myself.
Oh, okay, cool. I like it. Matt, what was the last thing you bought on Amazon?
I bought pans because I'm learning how to cook, so I ordered pans from Amazon.
Oh, good for you. What kind of pans did you get?
I got all clad. Fancy.
Oh my God! I don't know if you're single, but there's women out there just going, I want him. Teresa, what was the last thing you bought on Amazon?
I'm actually checking right now so I can be accurate. I bought some. Wow, I didn't even plan this because you're Canadian.
It's going to be something Jewish. I feel it.
Maple syrup.
You bought maple syrup?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're the worst planner for a pandemic ever.
Are you kidding? I've been making the kids crock-pot oatmeal every night for dinner.
Everybody else is looking for toilet paper and stuff like that to keep them alive. You're like, we're going to need some syrup to get through this 6 months.
Hells yeah.
This is awesome. I love it. Boys, if I can tell you anything, run to the neighbors next door. They're going to keep you alive. This one isn't going to help you at all. Okay, that's what he said. That one will just do anything. Oh my God, you guys are going to be fine at the grocery store.
He actually left too, Ian.
He did leave. I love it. Teresa, maple syrup is 47% proof. I think your kids will probably be drunk. That's fantastic. Eric?
That's the idea.
You got 47, Teresa. Eric, you've got hair clippers. Hair clippers are about $52, so I'm going to give you 52. Matt, pans are very expensive. I'm going to say about $575. $575. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I think you're $575. You don't go to the 1,500 ones. You go $575. I'm just learning. Probably going to have some incidents with the fire. We're going to write them down. I'm sorry, Eric. It seems like you may have fallen asleep right there.
I'm good. I'm doing my Joe Biden impression.
Did that kid just bring toilet paper back?
Yeah.
I'm guessing not everybody's toilet trained yet. Anyways, let's continue on. Mom, it's time for a wipe. Oh, my God. Guys.
Ian, does this make you sad we never got married and you don't get to have this joy?
I can't wait to kiss my wife afterwards and say, you should see what I missed out on. Oh, fantastic. It is awesome. Hey, guys.
Big shoes to fill.
Everybody else is a little bit older than Eric. I'm not going to say how much older. But do you guys stretch? And if you stretch, do you stretch every day? Do you stretch every day? Teresa, you've got a lot of kids. Do you stretch every day?
Yeah, I don't know. This is not funny, but neither has anything been that I've said. So why change now?
Stop it.
I've noticed since the pandemic really bad TMJ. From just the stress and anxiety.
Are you
I've
sure?
been doing some jaw stretches. Do you guys have TMJ?
No. Is there any way
the kids are there? I can't.
There's too many kids. There's too many kids, but I can tell you, kids, you're not getting a brother. I know you're a brother, but you're not getting another one. Mama's got lockjaw, if you know what I'm talking about.
You're not getting a sister either.
Yeah, you're not. No, there's no more. There's no more coming. I guarantee you that.
I asked my husband for another one. He said no.
Yeah, we can tell. I'm going to go lock your jaw up so you can't have a child. Fantastic. Eric, do you stretch every day?
Nope, my jaw's just fine, Ian. No stretching over here.
I love it. Brian Irwin got involved. No stretches. No one stretches.
Irwin.
It's not 1982. I love that. Matt.
You know, I'm stiff as the Tin Man before the oil, but I try to stretch emotionally and grow every day.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but are we going back to the lockjaw thing? What are we talking about here? I'm stiff as the Tin Man. Oh my God, this is a filthy one tonight, boy. Jesus.
Somebody's jaw's gonna be loose later.
Love it. Oh my God. Matt, do you stretch every day though?
I am. This has been one of my actual quarantine goals was to work on my flexibility. Which is a sad goal.
That question came because the last time I talked to you, you had broken both your ankles while trying out the Ninja Warrior.
Yes.
Yes. I love it. 2 for Matt.
True.
Eric, you're gonna get. I'm gonna give you 15. Teresa, you got lockjaw. We're all giving you $1 billion. That's $3 billion for you. 3 billion points for you. Okay.
TMJ, it's not lockjaw.
Mm-hmm.
How do you guys not have? Everybody has TMJ.
No, not everybody has. Just certain members of society.
Just people that got to make rent real quick.
I'm just telling you.
That was another one of those rumors, Teresa. You know.
You never had lockjaw when I knew you. Anyway, let's move on.
I'm so glad I agreed to do
Oh,
this.
this is
Great. It's been great.
You're making us bounce around too, my God. This is your mom, Teresa, so this question's for you. It's going to go to the other guys as well, but I'm going to start with you. How many apples should somebody eat a day? How many apples? Oh, 3. All right, then.
Yep.
All right, 3.
Three
Answer's
apples.
3. Eric, how many apples should somebody eat a day?
Well, I would say 1, but I've been out to the grocery stores, can't find any apples, so I'm going to go with 0 during the lockdown.
I love it. Matt, how many apples?
Well, one apple keeps the doctor away, so fuck apples. Don't have
Fuck
any.
apples. No apples. No apples. I love it. Eric can't find them. Matt says no. Teresa's kid says 3. I'm guessing that family's fermenting hard. Oh, they're just making their own apple juice. Oh, that's the one on the yellow. He's a little bit of a farter. Anyways, let's move on. I'm not going to give any points away for that. That one just took a weird little fucking, excuse my language, little text about it. I was mumbling right there. Guys, you got your mom there. I'm going to ask everybody this question. What time is it? 6:27. We got a couple more questions. Oh, what's this? Over ice or blended? Are we still talking about apples? I have no idea what that lady's talking about.
Ice.
Apples? Apples?
Margaritas.
Oh, I love it. Margaritas. Okay, I'm back in the game. Let's do this. Do you miss going to Target and taking your time? Do you miss going to Target and taking your time? I find when I go to a grocery store now, I play that, that Guy Fieri game where you have to get everything within a minute and put it in the cart, and that's what you get. That's how I go to a grocery store or to a Target now. Do you guys miss going to Target and just taking your time? I'm talking to you, Matt Iseman.
No, because there is a Target 2 blocks away from me, and it is open during the quarantine. And one of the things that I've been doing to occupy myself is going there. You avoid the toilet paper section and the food section. I'm wandering through like the camping gear because it's the only place around. I did see a woman being kicked out of there wearing a swimsuit today. She was taking her time.
I love it. Woman, that's Los Angeles right there. Honey, get my bikini. We're going to Target. Eric?
You rich white people with your luxuries. What is this Target you speak of? Do you mean Vallarta? Is that what we're talking about here, Ian?
That's exactly what I'm talking about. It's oh my God. I will say that you don't enjoy taking your time through the old Target, even though you call it something different. Teresa?
Target is like, it's a lesson in mindfulness. If you go in there with an agenda in mind, you won't enjoy it. But if you go in there and you just see where the day takes you and what aisle is appealing to you, you're going to have the type of journey that none of us can have now because you're in and you're out.
You're in and you're out. That'll catch you. If you're in and you're out, nobody will get TMJ. That's what I say.
By the way, did we see Neon Shirt Ian was just giving us double fingers, right? Did
Was
you
he
see
double
him?
fingers?
Giving
I
us
love
double
it.
fingers.
That kid's a little fucker right there. That son of a bitch. God damn
And
it.
no, Rick, she didn't have a
I
mouth,
have
though.
these kids under control. Okay?
Oh my God. I have a feeling Teresa was kidnapped by circus freaks. That's what I feel like happened. This little midget
He
took
was
him out.
kidnapped by us. We
I
said
know. That's what I called you, a circus freak. I can't believe I'm arguing with people on this. This is fantastic. This is off the rails right here. I had no idea. I got 3 for 1 for a family. It's fantastic. Oh God. Actually, I don't even know what kind of points I should give on that. What the hell, Matt? Just hanging out in the Target, killing the time. I'm going to give you 1,500. Eric, you don't even know what we're talking about because you're so poor. I'm going to give you $3,000. Throw some of that on your student loans. Teresa, your kids threw fingers up at me. 0 points for you and those little shits behind you. Oh yeah, that's where they get it from. Their
was
fucking
not
mom.
for you.
It was not for you, but oh, this question is perfect. Are siblings overrated? Are siblings overrated? I don't know
yes,
if
very.
that one doesn't. I love it. Teresa didn't even get to answer. Matt?
Yeah, it's like in the Bible, man. Who else are you going to murder? You got to have a sibling. By the way, have you met only children? They're insufferable pricks. If you have one kid, you got to have 2.
I love it. I'm an only child. My sister hates that. Anyways, Eric?
Now, siblings are not overrated. I got 2 kids at home, and guess who they play with? Each other. out of Daddy's way. I lock them in the garage, and they play there for hours.
I love it. I thought you were going to say they work in there for hours. Sorry, that was uncalled for. My God, look at Cammie, just excited. Go Teresa. Very excited about
Thanks,
Teresa
Cammie.
there. Teresa, are siblings overrated?
I've thought about this, and I think it's probably, like all my instincts, a bad instinct. But do you mind if I say something serious, even though this is a comedy show?
Go ahead. Everybody sit down. Teresa's going to give us a speech. Everybody
My kids are probably going to undercut the sincerity of this gesture by swearing or throwing up a middle finger. But
can I suggest something to them? Fart noises, boys. Fart noises.
No, because this is bad. Because I'm going to be. They know. I'm just going to say something serious,
All
which
right.
is I had a brother and he died young. He died 4 years ago of cancer. And I think about every day how I'm so happy that I had two, because I see these two. This is a really fucking lonely time for only kids, and they have each other. So I'm really like seeing my boys interact is one of the great joys of my life, especially having lost my own brother.
You know what? I thought a lot of
I
people
better
said
get a lot of points.
you better get a lot of points. Well, you were until the end part.
Did she just use a dead brother for points, Ian?
I know. It's very tricky. If you actually go back on it, she's always been an only child. Anyways, fantastic. I love that. That's 1 billion points for Teresa, bringing up her brother, saying, you know what? This is a great time to know that you're loved and to have that person to love. Erik, you love your kids, putting them in the garage. Matt said, I fucking hate people, so you get 0 points. 0 points for you. It's all tied up. I don't know if anybody can check the points right now, but we're all tied up if you look at it. All tied up. It's very exciting. Guys, one last question. This is the last question, and then we move into the speed round, always known as Pick It. And before we get there, we got to bring up our last sponsor, Pillows. Pillows are our last sponsor. And without the pillows, I wouldn't be getting yelled at every night saying, get the dog off the fucking pillows. All right, let's get back to the game. Oh, my God. What was your favorite Halloween costume as a child? What was your favorite Halloween costume as a child? Teresa?
Okay, I grew up in San Francisco, and I went to the Halloween costume in the Castro, which is like a gay mecca in San Francisco. And my mom dressed me
as a child.
My mom dressed me as Elizabeth Taylor in Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, and I was very popular.
Very popular. I love it. Erik, beat that.
Ian, I want to take a serious moment here, bring up a painful memory, because I see that's how you're giving out points. You have really hurt me right now, because we grew up Jehovah's Witness, so we did not celebrate Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
So I never had a Halloween costume. My Halloween costume passed away very young, so thanks so much for that.
Sorry about that. I had no idea. This must be tough times for you not being able to knock on doors. Matt?
I went as Obi-Wan Kenobi, which was an awesome costume until I looked back at photos and realized my mom just put me in a brown robe with like an empty, like a cardboard tube of paper towels that she painted blue.
I love that. That is fantastic. Matt just lets out, I was raised as a poor child, and he feels bad about himself. 1 billion points for Matt. I don't like the Jehovah Witnesses, so we'll still give you 52 points, Erik. Teresa, what the hell? You brought up that story earlier. Another 1 billion for you. Oh, my God. That's fantastic. By the way, if you look at the points, everything's all tied up. It's all tied up right now. It's all tied up. Guys, it's time for my favorite part of the night. It's time for Pick It. Pick It. It's time for Pick It. Get that booger. Pick it, pick it, pick it, pick it, pick it. All right. What happens is I start with Erik, I go to Teresa, and then I go to Matt. Then I go back to Erik, and then I go to Teresa, and then I go to Matt. I do that about 5 times. We're going to have a lot of fun with it. Get ready. You have to pick one out of the two. Ready? Here we go. Erik, whole milk or 1%?
1%.
Almond or cashews? Teresa?
Cashews.
Matt, chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
I like it. Erik, pyramids or Great Wall?
My people don't like walls, so pyramid.
I like the way you whispered because of the white people next door. That was fantastic. Teresa, Everest or Grand Canyon?
I'm in Arizona, so Grand Canyon.
I like your people love canyons.
We love
Matt?
deserts.
Matt, hiking or lying on the beach?
Why exercise when you can chill? Put me on the beach, brother.
Put him on the beach. Eric, history or math?
I'm gonna go science, Ian. Science.
Oh, I love it. Teresa, packed lunch or buy it?
Jehovah's Witness.
Jehovah's Witness, I like it. Matt, homeschool or public school?
Dead brother.
Oh, Jesus Christ, I love it. Fantastic. Eric, chiropractor or physiotherapist?
Jews.
I love it. You went with physio. Teresa, tissue or paper towels? Tissue.
Tissue that I used to cry about my dead brother. Why it's so fucking funny. You are going to Google it after, and you're going to feel very sad.
You are wrong. I am not going to Google it. Anyways, moving on. UPS or FedEx, Matt?
What can Brown do for you? UPS.
Love it. Speaking of Brown, Eric. Paris Hilton or Lindsay Lohan?
I like a girl with more badunkadunk, so I'm gonna go Kardashian.
I like it. Teresa, Trevor Noah or Jon Stewart?
Lindsay Lohan.
I love it. Matt Iseman, Barack Obama or Michelle Obama?
Factorious.
I love it, Factorious. He brings up his own goddamn fucking podcast and takes it down. Tonight's winner is, if you go around the board and see how many points they got, Erik Rivera, you're the fantastic winner. But sadly, you're not allowed to take that championship because you're a Jehovah's Witness. You have to give it to somebody else. You don't believe in championships. We end up giving it to Matt Iseman. Matt Iseman. Teresa left all alone again. I apologize. Oh, my God. Fantastic. Matt, tell them all about yourself before I go cry into that huge shoe. Matt, tell them all about what you want them to know.
Check out Factorious wherever you get your podcasts. That's all you need to know about me.
I love it. Usually I talk about a comedy club every night and talk about... What's your favorite comedy club, Matt?
Comedy Works at my hometown in Denver. Comedy Works is my favorite club.
Fantastic. It's closed now, guys, but when everything opens back up, go to Comedy Works in Denver. Go see a show. Tomorrow night's show, we're gonna have these three people. Fantastic. Bill Crawford, Laurie Kilmartin, and Emmy Award winner Jamie I just had a seizure in the middle trying to say Jamie Maginot. We're going to do this all again. We do it every night. You can catch us on the Instagram in the morning where I put the highlights up on the show. And God damn it, there's going to be some highlights from this show. It's going to be exciting. What else can I say about it? Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Big hand for my people that came on. Erik Rivera, Teresa Strasser, her children, and Matt Iseman. We'll see you again tomorrow night on Around the Bird.
Thanks, Bagg.